Hey there, everyone, and welcome to Steven's NFL podcast. Now, this is part one of this episode. Part two will be on Wednesday when we go to the St. Patrick's Day NFL free agency special. But tonight, we have a lot to discuss about, like my free agency predictions. We will also be talking about the QB craziness that happened between Cam Newton and Tom Brady. We are also going to be discussing between these three teams, New Orleans Saints, Kansas City Chiefs, and Tennessee Titans. Those three teams made crazy releases over the past few weeks just to get the cap space, and then we're going to find out which one of those three teams is in big trouble. Okay, what else? Titans are in big trouble. Dr. Minari, welcome. Sorry if I can't say the last name right. Darius Howell, welcome. So yeah, free agency's around the corner. So let's get started with the complication between the New Orleans Saints, Kansas City Chiefs, and the Tennessee Titans. To start off, we're going to start off with the New Orleans Saints because the Saints were the first to attract a lot of attention by releasing most of their guys. I mean, seriously. How many players did New Orleans Saints release? And they're still working on releasing more guys? Yeah. I mean, seriously. The New Orleans Saints, they're in a heap load of trouble. A lot of guys were released, and guess what else? There's a potential. There is a potential that Drew Brees could retire before right when we hit June. I mean, seriously. In June, Drew Brees could retire, leaving the New Orleans Saints in a huge predicament. And it's not like they could go get a quarterback in free agency. Nah, Drew Brees is coming back. We'll see. We'll have to wait till June 1st to see. I don't know if he is going to come back or not. Yeah, that's the point. We have to wait till June 1st to see because that's basically the line. They have Jameis Winston, though. They have to re-sign Jameis Winston first. So unless there's some breaking news that Jameis Winston has been re-signed, I don't think. Because right now, Jameis Winston's a free agent. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad are we talking about this New Orleans Saints team? Just how desperate are they in free agency this year? I'll say the Saints re-signed Jameis Winston. Yeah. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do New Orleans Saints need to make free agency count? Because according to my scale, it's going to be a solid 10 because they released most of their guys and Dr. Minority says 8. Saints fan 101, welcome. Whoa, Darius Howell admits he's a Saints fan. And I mean, seriously, they have to make their free agency moves count because the Saints, they're most likely going to be in a heap of trouble. I mean, seriously, they released most of their guys in order to get the cap space they need, and they're still in the... The Saints don't need it. Now let's move... No. I'm still going to miss Emmanuel Sanders. Yeah, that's a tough loss for the Saints, losing Emmanuel Sanders. Saints are still in a championship window as Jameis Winston can throw deep, unlike Brees. Can't forget Winston has thrown over 5,000 yards and can spread the field. Brees made it easy for defenses to play. That can't help against Tampa Bay Buccaneers as long as Tom Brady is around. We'll get to Tom Brady later on in the segment. Now let's move on to the Tennessee Titans. The Titans, my team, the Tennessee Titans, really shocked us all by releasing two of their big guys. The Saints don't need free agency because they drafted the best in the league. You better hope you're right. So back to the Titans. They released two of their best guys to put free agents to make everything count in free agency. First with Malcolm Butler, and then with Kenny Vaccaro. I mean, Adam Humphries I get, but Malcolm Butler and Kenny Vaccaro. I know Clowney is a free agent. Yeah, Darius, yeah. Malcolm Butler is washed. You don't know that. Did you see the Ravens and Titans game? The Titans' plan is to draft a cornerback in the draft. I don't know. Maybe they could go after Janoris Jenkins in free agency. Who knows? Or they could go after Casey Hayward, who was released today. I know Amani Hooker could replace Kenny Vaccaro, but who can replace Malcolm Butler? I mean, seriously. Lamar Jackson is a running back. That's why he made the Titans secondary look good. You think Kenny Vaccaro would go back to the Saints for a reunion? If you have the money, if the Saints have the money, Saints fan 101, if the Saints have the money. Because right now they don't. Vaccaro is going to be cheap. We'll just see. We'll just see. If Vaccaro does end up back in the Saints, then there's no doubt Malcolm Butler's going back to New England. These two losses were crucial to the defense. I mean, seriously. Malcolm Butler had one good interception for the Patriots. He's garbage. I don't even know. You don't even know that because Adoree Jackson, he was injured all season, and yet they choose Malcolm Butler over him. I mean, seriously, Adoree Jackson, he got injured all season and didn't even do jack squat. That should have been him gone. On a scale of 1 to 10, how crucial is the Tennessee Titans free agency now? I mean, seriously. Because John Robinson, 10. I predict the Titans will miss the playoffs. 10. You are right about the 10. You are right about the 10 because Michael Brown, he's not that good of a player. You are right about the 10. You are right about the 10 because of all the screw-ups John Robinson did last year. I mean, he signed Vic Beasley. He was a bust. Drafted Isaiah Wilson. Bust. Didn't even fight for Clowney until, bam, till about September. Bust. Unbelievable. That was bogus. Praise the Lord every day. Welcome. I mean, seriously. Don't these guys... Does John Robinson know what he's doing? He better make this free agency count. Otherwise, He will be gone. I mean, seriously. And now let's move on to the Kansas City Chiefs, who are the runner-ups in the NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs, they shocked us all by releasing both their left and their right tackles. It was quite a shocking day to see Kansas City Chiefs release both their offensive tackles. Eric Fisher was their number one pick back in 2013. And Mitchell Schwartz as well? Is this kind of insanity? The Chiefs should be lucky that Patrick Mahomes is looking to restructure his contract. Wow, I don't know why the Chiefs do that. At least Patrick Mahomes is doing what he can to restructure his contract. Eric Fisher torn his Achilles. Mitchell Schwartz is injury prone. Well, at least Patrick Mahomes is looking to restructure his contract so that the Chiefs can give him the better backfield than those two. I mean, seriously, they got to do. I mean, Mahomes has to do his part. He signed a 10-year contract, and that's why those two are gone. He signed a 10-year contract, and that's why those two guys are gone. That is bogus. Mitchell Schwartz played all his snaps in the last 4 seasons. Patrick Mahomes, he's still good. Yeah, but how long until Clyde Edwards-Helaire goes? Plus, did you see the Super Bowl? They were without Eric Fisher, and then Patrick Mahomes went way down. The Baltimore Ravens make the Titans their son. Yeah, the Chiefs, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are the Chiefs in panic mode? Because right now, it's technically a 5 right at the moment, because I know the Chiefs' offensive line can really... The Chiefs' offensive line look like the Titans' offensive line in the Super Bowl. Saints fan 101, I hate to say it, but I have to agree with you. I have to agree with you. I'm sorry, Titans fans. I have to agree with Saints fan 101. A 4. I could think of a lot of things that have to be done. I think I can definitely see some things that could happen. I could see Kansas City cheat. Trade Ryan Tannehill. He is trash. What the heck are we supposed to trade for? Russell Wilson is not interested in coming to Tennessee. I mean, seriously. Russell Wilson is not... We're not even on the Russell Wilson wish list. For God's sake. Trade for Trevor Lawrence. No! Hell no! We are not trading for the number 1 pick. I mean, seriously. You have to be extremely desperate. I hope the Saints don't release another player. You're at the negative cap space. Your Saints are in the negative cap space. Darius Howell, Patrick Robinson is going to be released. Whoa, what? Yeah, that's what I said. Wait, what? One of my friends just texted me. Also, P. Rob is decent. Yeah, I was just looking it up. Do you have Discord? Yes, I do have Discord. I don't know if it's true. Yeah, because there's no article yet. Guess we'll just have to wait, won't we? Guess we will just have to wait. I mean, seriously. Not everything can be believable. Anyways, now let's move on to our next topic. Tom Brady and Cam Newton really... You should make a Discord group so your subscribers can interact with you in a Discord chat, to be honest. I'll think about that. But I have a few... Anyways, yeah, let's talk about these two quarterbacks. Who do you think is better, Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson? I think Lamar Jackson is a better runner and is in more sync with his tight end. Let's see a new Titans lid. All right, let's move on to our next topic. Okay, these two quarterbacks really shocked us. They shocked us with their latest breaking news, and that is Tom Brady and Cam Newton. Now, let's start with Cam Newton, for instance. The New England Patriots, they really shocked us with that 1 year, $14 million deal for Cam Newton. I mean, seriously. That was quite a shocker to hear. That was very shocking, to say the least. I mean, seriously, was Cam Newton even worth $14 million after what he did last year? Then again, they're not. Then again, this is a test. I mean, seriously, they could give Cam Newton 1 more year to prove himself, and they could still go out for a quarterback in the first round of the NFL draft. Cam Newton is trash. Well, he could be a backup, but he did lead Carolina Panthers to a Super Bowl only to get beaten. Cam Newton has a year under his belt. He must now learn the entire Patriot system. His defense was trash last year because the opts out. They also have a lot of cap space for free agency weapons. Exactly. That's what's going to make New England Patriots a big threat this year. They got both the AFC and the NFC South next year. So you know what that means. Cam Newton gets to play against his former team, the Carolina Panthers. And let's not forget, there's a Tom Brady payback going in New England. Yeah, that's what's going to make the AFC East versus NFC South special. The fact that the Patriots go up against the Panthers, who are Cam Newton's former team, and the Buccaneers, who hold their former QB, Tom Brady. What a timing to go up against the entire NFC South. The Patriots have to make free agency count. Hopefully we'll be hearing a lot of New England Patriots signings on St. Patrick's Day. And don't forget, I will be going live on Wednesday. 1 hour before free agency begins. And then once it's 4:00, we're still going live. And then we'll be breaking down all the breaking news. That way I won't go multiple videos at a time. And speaking of Tom Brady, he secured a 1-year contract extension. It was crazy. Patriots have a buttload of money to spend. But who would want to go there? Well, it's quite simple. It is quite simple. If you get the right guys, anybody could go there. I mean, seriously, anyone. I mean, Kyle Van Noy could go back to New England. I mean, seriously. Titans have $18 million in cap space. The Isaiah Wilson trade hasn't gone through yet, so they're currently at $16 million, I think. I wish the Saints released Taysom Hill. Why? So Taysom Hill can take his position somewhere else? I don't think so. Not with that. I wish Tennessee Titans had someone like Taysom Hill. Well, the Titans signed John Brown. Saints Fan 101, I did make a video saying that John Brown's decision could go to either Indianapolis or Pittsburgh. And right now, Indy has way more money than Pittsburgh. I'm serious. There was an article saying that John Brown's decision could come down to Indy or Pittsburgh. I think John Brown is going to the Colts. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Because they have a lot of money, but I don't know if they're going to secure T.Y. Hilton though, because T.Y. Hilton, he's been their wide receiver for about years, but I don't think T.Y. Hilton would be happy with Carson Wentz. I think this is the year T.Y. Hilton leaves Indy. And that's going to be one of my free agency predictions. I say T.Y. Hilton leaves Indy and goes to another team. Carson Wentz is injury prone. Ryan Tannehill is not. Why do you think Philadelphia was happy enough to trade him to Indy? Would you be mad if Jayon Brown went to the Colts? Yes, but here's the thing. There was an article saying that Detroit Lions could be the winner in that Jayon Brown thing. So if he does go to Detroit, it's going to be a big pain in the butt for Green Bay Packers and Minnesota Vikings and Chicago Bears. Speaking of which, Chicago Bears, they did made a lot of restructurings going on. Ryan Tannehill choked in the playoffs, though. Last 2020, yes. 2019, he didn't. Yeah. Jayon Brown, very underrated. I don't know if he's underrated. In 2019, he choked against the Chiefs. Maybe so, but he did not choke against the Ravens back then. But he did choke in that final game. If you saw my live reaction video, then you know that you saw my reaction to that interception Marcus Peters did. I was so mad I did not realize the Ravens were dancing on the Titans logo. Which is why I'm declaring that if Matt Judon signs with the Ravens after what he said, he will be branded a hypocrite. Saints Fan 101 says, do you think the Titans will extend Harold Landry? My money is on yes. My money's on yes because Harold Landry will deserve it. But if you're asking about Rashad Evans, it's going to be difficult. CC, good night, Steven. I enjoy your videos. Oh, CC, before you go. Oh, shoot. Wrong one. Oh, that's right. Everyone, before you decide to sign off, check in the description down below and click on the St. Patrick's Day special link and get your reminders up. Titans should trade their entire offensive line, Derrick Henry, for Justin Fields and draft picks. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. What time does the stream end? I will tell you only when I say it is. I predict the Titans will finish 4-12 record next season. Here you go, people. This is the link to the St. Patrick's Day, to the NFL free agency special. So click on that and get your reminders up. I got my reminder up. Nice work, Dr. Meyer. What time does free agency start? Free agency starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I'm going 1 hour ahead. But I'm going to start the live stream 1 hour ahead. What team are you a fan of in the NBA? The Los Angeles Lakers, but they're not playing tonight. But I am still working on NBA play-by-play live reactions. Tuesday, I'll be doing Utah Jazz versus Boston Celtics. After that, you'll have to wait until Tuesday, I'll be doing Utah Jazz versus Boston Celtics. After that, you're going to have to wait until March Madness is over. And what makes this free agency special is that I'll be giving away my March Madness bracket. Do you think the Titans will draft the wide receiver in the first round? I want to say edge rusher, but there is a chance, especially if they attend Purdue's pro day. They're looking at that Rondale Moore kid. I think, and Titans are not the only one that could attend the pro day. Los Angeles Chargers and Green Bay Packers can too. Of course, on St. Patrick's Day, I think Tennessee Titans might not make much moves because Georgia's going to be on that, because Georgia's pro day is on St. Patrick's Day. What are your Super Bowl predictions? I would have to wait until opening night of the NFL to ask that question. I have to wait until opening night and I have to wait until the NFL schedule release before I answer that question. I will be going live for the schedule's release, believe me. That way we can review it. Would you be mad if the Titans signed Jared Cook? If Jonnu Smith turns us down, then yes. Then no. No. No, if Jonnu Smith doesn't come back, then no, I will not. I mean, seriously, Jared Cook would be coming home, and he's also familiar with Todd Downing's system. It's a win-win situation. It's a win-win situation. So I won't be mad if Jared Cook. You don't want Jared Cook. He was a fumble machine for the Saints. The Saints. That's because he was better. That's because he's not adjusted to Saints system. He was better when he was with the Titans. I'm sorry, but I think the Titans system fits him better than the Saints. Plus Todd Downing's the offensive coordinator, and he worked with him back during his time with the Raiders. Who's your favorite NFL player? It's now official. The King, Derrick Henry. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Remember Derrick Henry? He climbed about 2,000 yards this year. Even though they did lose to the Ravens. He still made history. He still made history. The Ravens held him to 47 yards. Kamara only got 10 carries in a game. Yeah, but how much longer will Kamara hold on? That's because the Titans played the Jags and Texans twice each. Yeah, and now look at your Saints. They got an Atlanta Falcons team that's now run by former Titans offensive coordinator Arthur Smith. And their defensive coordinator, Dean Pease, who worked with the Titans, the Patriots, and the Ravens. Derrick Henry is the Titans' whole offense. Yeah, which is why they got to do something about it. I can 100% guarantee that. They have to do something about that. Especially since Corey Davis and Jonnu Smith are heading to free agency. They got to do something big. They got to do something. They cannot rely on Derrick Henry forever. That I 100% agree with you on that one. I highly doubt that. The wild card round the whole world saw who the Titans' offense really was. Yeah, the Ravens may have won that game, but the Ravens also showed the world what babies they are. I mean, seriously, one little step on the logo, and they go loco. I mean, seriously. Titans had one little meeting on the on part of the Ravens logo, and John Harbaugh goes crazy. They win the game, and they dance all over our logo. Which is why I'm going to say it. If Matt Judon signs with us, if Matt Judon or Yannick Ngakoue signs with us, then they're going to be branded. Then they're going to be branded hypocrites. That's what I'm saying. Do you think Russell Wilson should be traded? Do you think Russell Wilson should be traded? I think Russell Wilson should take at least one more year, because look at the 4 teams he chosen. Cowboys already secured Dak Prescott. Saints don't have the money. Bears, they got they got they got Green Bay Packers who have Aaron Rodgers. They got Minnesota Vikings who are ready to go with Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, and I'll give a bunch of what you say about the Vikings. And don't forget the Detroit Lions. Even though they have a new QB, it is Jared Goff. He could definitely, therefore they'll be rivals again. Do you think Desmond King will re-sign with the Titans? I think we might have to wait till Wednesday to find out. This is a tough call. If Desmond King doesn't re-sign with the Titans, I can definitely see him with Detroit. Emmanuel Sanders, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Casey Hayward. 2 out of 3 might be possible. Juju Smith-Schuster is not exactly it because he's going to cost way too much money, and I'm pretty certain they want to use it on an edge rusher like Carl Lawson, Bud Dupree. You can't expect Juju Smith-Schuster to crawl up to Tennessee with all that kind of money. You would have to wear a lot of green on St. Patrick's Day to do that. Yeah, so you'll be seeing me in green on Wednesday. Well, I guess I'll cut it here, and I'll be seeing you all on Wednesday. See you soon.